What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another nano dimension update for you. This is the ticker symbol Nndm. We're going to be going over their most recent capital raise. It was very substantial. It's a good and bad sign to see that the company is raising this amount of money in such a short period of time. We're also going to go over a possible short squeeze that is going to happen in Nndm's near future. So if you want to see all that information, make sure you stick to the end of this video. And if you guys don't mind going down and hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button, it really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. And you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks and learn about a couple of new ones. So we can see that Nndm has been doing very well over the past couple of weeks, going from around the $6.30 range all the way up as high as $11.43. Today it had a very respectable gain of about 5.4%, and after hours it is up about 0.82%. Now, the main reason that it really went up today was because of the interview that the CEO had this past weekend. So basically what happened is the CEO, Yoav Stern, had an interview that was previously aired, but the Red Chip Money Report was re-airing the interview, and this program airs in about 100 million homes on Sundays at 6 p.m. This is very important because it's reaching the information that this CEO was discussing in this interview was very important and is now out to possibly 100 million homes. Now, basically what he said in this interview was that they are looking to acquire 1 to 3 companies with the capital that they have raised. They have raised about $900 million worth of funds in the last couple of months. Now, they need a reason to deploy these funds, so I think they already know the different companies that they are looking at getting into and trying to merge or acquire. But I think we're going to see maybe at the end of Q1 near their earnings date, or at the beginning or middle of Q2 is when they are going to be announcing who they are merging with. Now, they've also said in the past that they are trying to monopolize the 3D printing game. So if you didn't know, Nano Dimension basically makes really intricate 3D printing system. So it's called the Dragonfly LDM, and basically what they do is they can 3D print very intricate electric circuitry, so semiconductors, and they might even be able to produce medical equipment in the near future and parts for electric vehicles and space equipment. So when you think about ARK's new ETF, the space exploration ETF, Nano Dimension is going to be a big part of that ETF, which will be a very good, it will provide some very good bullish buying pressure from ARK in the near future. Now, as of today, Nndm has recently finalized their most recent share offering. They offered about 35 million shares at a price of about $9.50 per American depository share. That's basically just because they're an Israeli company and they're traded on the U.S. exchanges. And basically, they're going to be using the proceeds of this capital raise for working capital, other general corporate purposes. That's very common with these capital raises, and pursuing strategic opportunities, including possible business combination transactions. Now, this fits right in line with what the CEO has said, that they are planning on buying 1 to 3 companies with the capital that they have raised. Now, they've also said, as I've said before, that there's no other competition really for Nndm software right now, but if any competition arises for the Dragonfly LDM system, Nndm is just going to buy out that company or merge with them outright. We can also see, if we come over here, that Nndm has a current short volume of about 11.5 million shares. That's a pretty substantial amount of shares that are being held short right now in Nndm. If we go over and take a look back at this share price, it's up another 5% today. We could get to the point in the near future where we could see a massive short squeeze in Nndm, where these shorts are going to be forced to cover their position. Now, essentially what happens when you are shorting a stock is you are selling shares that you do not own in the hopes of buying back the shares with the proceeds that you received from the original sale for a lower price, and your profit will be the difference between what you originally sold the shares that you did not own for and what you bought those shares back for to close the position. But if the stock price starts to increase, you're going to have to maintain a certain margin requirement, or they're just going to close this position out entirely. In order to close the position, you have to buy back shares, and the short sellers are going to have to buy back their shares at a higher price. That's going to create a lot of bullish buying volume in Nndm, and we could see this share price go all the way up to the $15 mark if we see a short squeeze. Nndm is also being held by ARK, and they have a very substantial position in this company. If we come over here, this chart reflects the buying behavior of ARK in Nndm shares over the past couple of months. We can see that ARK began scaling in their position in Nndm in around August, and then just kept buying more, and then massively ramped up their share position around Christmas, and then have just been continuously buying at the highs. Now, I think it's a very good sign that ARK has decided to keep buying shares of Nndm at the highs. They have around $100 million worth of Nndm right now, and I think that they're predicting that Nndm could go as high as $15, $20, even $30 in the future, basically just because they are still buying at the high points of Nndm. If we go back over here, we can see that Nndm is basically chilling out at the high point, and ARK is still plowing a lot of money into this company. If we go over to this website, we can also see the daily buying behavior in terms of the actual dollar amount, and we can see that Nndm is held by ARK in 2 of their ETFs at the current time. I believe Nndm will be added to the new ARK ETF once it becomes available for investment, but we can see that ARKW has a little bit less Nndm, but they are still buying in pretty substantial amounts every single day. But in ARK they're buying a lot of shares. We can see that 1.5 million, 700,000, 600,000, 1.7 million, a million, and 2.1 million just in the past couple of days. Now, they bought on the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, 14th, 15th, and then today on the 19th, they bought another 2.1 million shares. Very good sign, especially with Nndm being up 5.4% today. ARK doesn't seem to care that Nndm is continuously going up. They just keep pummeling money into this company, which is a very good sign in my opinion. I think Nndm in the near future could go all the way up to the $15 mark within the next month, mainly because ARK continuously puts money behind this company. And as I showed you before, there is, in my opinion, going to be a short squeeze if Nndm has another strong week. If a short squeeze happens, we're going to make so much money on Nndm shares. The shares price is going to go way higher than it is right now. We might see a slight pullback after this happens, but it will not matter because the gains that you will have if there is a short squeeze in this company will massively outweigh any loss on a pullback after that massive run-up. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed what I had for you in this one, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. You get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, see when I make specific options trades, learn about some new stocks, and you get to do all of these other things as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go down and hit that like button. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.